a rebellious spirit. I'm going to read two verses that God gave me to share with his people. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, 5th through the 6th verse. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. In those days when you pray, I will listen. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. Jeremiah the 29th verse, the 11th through the 13th verse. Someone is operating in a rebellious spirit. And you probably don't even know that right now you are being rebellious. And don't you know that comes from thinking that I know my way. I'm going to do it my way. But God said this is a time to surrender your all to him. Not just some, but all. You know how you say, well, God trusts you, and I'm going to give this to you. But you might just be giving him that one situation. You might be trying to, figure out all the rest. But this one situation, God, I'm going to surrender it to you. But God told me to tell you that it's time for you to surrender your all to him. Because somebody is being rebellious. And you're wondering why you are stuck. You're wondering why you are feeling the heaviness weighed down on you. Because someone is not walking in the will of God. What you are doing is not aligning what God is trying to do in your life. And you're operating in a rebellious spirit because you got your hand on this, but you're saying over here, I'm going to give it to you. But God is telling us he wants us to surrender our all to him. Not just what you're going through this day. Not just when you not going through anything. Not just, oh, well, I know I got this going on and I'm going to try to figure this out, but since I can't figure that part out, I'm going to give that little part to God, but I got this over here. No. God is saying that it's time to come up out of that half-heart surrendering. Just giving a half. Because you still in your own way. You still trying to figure it out your own. You're still trying to do it your way. And somebody is rebellious because you know that God is telling you to surrender your all to him. But you're still trying to do it your way, and that's not God's will for your life. That's not his plan. You're still operating up under your plan. That's why you are in a place of feeling like you're stuck. Why am I going through this? Because God said you have not surrendered. You still trying to make the plans for your life. You're still trying to do things your way, even though you said that you is following him. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's a lot of talking going on. It's a lot of just talk. And when you just talk, you're not saying nothing. The words is not lining up with the action. I surrender, God. But you're rebellious. I surrender, God. But I'm still going to do it my way. I surrender, God. But I want it when I want it. So I'm going to take matters into my own hand. The talk is not lining up with the action. It's too much talking going on. And when it's too much talking, the words is just voided. Because you're not living. You're not doing what you're talking. You got a lot of people that's just rambling and rambling and rambling. But God said you're rebellious because you still trying to do it your way. You still want things to flow like how you want it to flow. You still want to keep being involved in things that God is telling you it's time to depart from it. It's time to walk away from it. It's time to lay this down. Somebody needs to surrender your all. And it's God is saying not just a little, not just what you're going through in that moment, but he's saying to surrender your all. That means all of you. It's time for you to take a back seat and let God go ahead of you. It's time for you to take your hands off of your life